Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tank, and today we're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. I'll be giving you guys my thoughts about where we currently are in the market, as well as where we might be heading in the near future. Now, as you guys can see, Bitcoin is currently trading for $30,735, giving us a grand total push to the downside from yesterday's high of $31,889, where we are now, of right around 3.76%, or roughly $1,198 in all. Guys, I want to give you guys my quick opinion about what's currently happening on the Bitcoin chart, guys. I think what's happening right now is mainly just retail investors and or traders self-fulfilling their own fear, uncertainty, and doubt within the market. I think this is a bunch of retail investors and or traders anticipating a big sell-off come in from Grayscale's investors, which is currently happening right now. The Grayscale unlocking event is happening as we speak. Matter of fact, it's been happening over the past 48 hours, if I'm not mistaken. But I think what's happening right now on the charts, what we're seeing is just retail investors jumping out of their positions, whether it be for small gains or what a loss more than likely before what they anticipate might happen with Grayscale. I think a lot of them are in the mindset of thinking that these people with Grayscale are going to be selling off their positions for a loss, much like they're doing before the big dump comes in, guys. And I want to be honest with you guys. I think that's crazy. I think you guys are crazy for doing that. Let me tell you guys why. And I don't mean to give any kind of offense to anybody, but let me tell you guys why I think that's crazy. As retail investors, or let's just put it this way, anybody that watches YouTube has seen other people on YouTube, not just myself, talk about DCAing, right, on dips. It's been a time and time again proven strategy for when capitulation happens, when dips happen in the crypto market. The best way to see long-term profits is by DCAing on these dips and holding long term, right? So we all know that that's true. We've seen it. If you zoom out, guys, we know that in any one of these cycles, if we would have just bought these dips and held long term, we would have seen massive gains. It's been proven time and time again that if you just DCA, you will see profits. It's a fact. It's math. Math doesn't lie. It's numbers, guys. Why in the heck would we treat those bigger fish, those Grayscale investors, or even institutional investors, any differently? Why would we think that they would do anything different than what we say and practice all the time? It baffles me. Why are you guys selling off your positions if you guys are long-term investors, spot traders, and not over-leveraged or trading with money that you shouldn't have been trading or investing with in the first place? Why then would we treat them any differently? Why are we expecting them to act any differently than what we would act? Now, I get it. Some people don't have the nerve to be in this market. Some people don't have, the backbone. Let's be honest. I'm not putting anybody down. The backbone to stick through this volatility. Some people don't understand it either. So they get shook out of their positions because things seem bad at certain times. And yeah, right now this sucks. I'll be honest with you guys. Let's zoom out real quick on the 4-hour time frame. This right here sucks. I get it. We're in, nobody wants to go through consolidation. Nobody wants to go through a crab market, if you want to call it that. I really like that saying, by the way. Nobody wants to go through the bear market, but you have to understand that bear markets and consolidation phases is where you make your money. It's where you make the majority of your money if you're an investor. That's the complete opposite to do anything else. I mean, to do anything else is the complete opposite. Why would you buy the top, sell the bottom? You buy the bottom of bear markets or consolidating markets and sell the tops when they get back up to there. That's what you do. Why would you treat any other bigger fish or institution any differently? It blows my mind how people are saying one thing and then doing another. It's crazy. Like, for all you traders, I get it. You can make money up or down. I've done it. Like, I get it. Right now, I'm not shorting anything. I just don't. It's just principle for me. I just don't. But I get it. You can play the market whatever way you want to do it. If you're capable of doing it, good for you. Great. But I'm talking to you investors, you long-term investors, you people who say you are investing into these assets and have conviction. What happened to it? Nothing's changed as far as fundamentals, technicals, and use case goes. The development for Bitcoin is getting better. The adoption rate's getting much higher. Technically, Lightning Network and all that stuff is coming out. It's all pointing bullish for Bitcoin. The whole bad ecosystem because of China mining and all that stuff is being cleared out. Like that over time, we're becoming the superpower. We're going to be using a lot more renewable energy. Matter of fact, guys, the FUD is the FUD. Let's be honest, guys. Bitcoin is one of the biggest advocates for renewable energy ever. Bitcoin mining farms use more renewable energy than anything. So let's just stop with that nonsense. And it's coming to more environmentally friendly environments anyway. It's done. Let's just stop with all that. So that's done. What else does people got? What else do you guys got? The adoption rate's higher than it's ever been, institutional wise and on a world base. You know, we don't used to dream about countries taking it as their legal form of tender. It's happened. More and more countries are lining up to do the same. It's a fact. Do your homework, please, before you get shooken out of what could possibly life-changing opportunities. And this right now is the life-changing opportunity. It's all about perspective, guys. This isn't bad at all. You think the big whales think this is bad? You think big institutions think this is bad? This is exactly what they want. Let me show you guys how markets actually move real quick. I know I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole, but I think you guys need to hear this. You guys need to realize how things actually work before you guys keep getting shook out and believing what you hear on social media. I know this is social media, so it's kind of weird, like, right? I'm kind of like hypocritical about it, but like I'm being very honest about it. So market manipulation does happen in this market. This is market manipulation here. This is definitely market manipulation here. This is market movers having their will made, having it forced upon you. And then this right here is all retail or smaller fish fulfilling the will of the market maker. They wanted, for whatever reason, God knows, we can only speculate. I'm not going to speculate. I'm just telling you guys the honest truth. Whether this be whales working for institutions or just whales in itself moving it the way they want to move it so they can profit on the downside and then back up again. They do what they do for whatever reason. We're not going to, go into that. But this is the whales moving the market the way they want it to move. And then you guys picking up the momentum and fulfilling their will. That's literally what's happening right now. Nothing has changed from Bitcoin and its fundamentals from up here other than getting more and more bullish and better with the Lightning Network and stuff like that. Guys, do your homework again. Why did everybody want Bitcoin and was all hyped when Bitcoin was rising up to $60,000, $50,000, $60,000 from versus where it's at now? Nothing's changed. Nothing changed other than fear, uncertainty, and doubt, other than the sentiment, because the whales or the market movers, the ones that really matter, made you guys feel that way. It's serious. It's serious. Like that's the real talk about what happens and what's happening currently, what we're dealing with here. They are forcing it just like they do with everything. I'm not going to get into political things with the news, with, what you pay for as far as consumer-based data goes and stuff like that. The people who are buying up all the houses set the price for all the houses. The people who have the money are setting the tone for how you feel with certain things. They put it in front of your face enough times, you're going to start believing it, right? You're going to start doubting yourself. They make you do what they want you to do. That's what you guys are doing right here. You guys are self-fulfilling their will, not your own. You're doing their work, not your own. Again, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm yelling at you guys because I'm not, but I think it's really, really important for you guys to hear that. You guys got to know the truth behind it all. When you look at charts, you're looking at emotions. You're looking at emotional warfare. Green and red candles is just sentiment. It's just emotional warfare. How you feel about a certain asset, how much you're willing to pay for it, how much you're willing to lose for it versus how much you're willing to pay for it, right? That's honest truth. That's what it is. So when you look at what's going on here versus the ongoing outside forces that we're dealing with, like the Grayscale Unlock event, which is happening as we speak, people are anticipating great sell-offs because people have been telling you guys to anticipate great sell-offs. Why would they do that? It makes no sense. If I was a whale, which I do have skin in the game, I wouldn't do that. I'd do exactly what we've all been teaching each other to do. I would be DCAing dips, right? Is you reinforce your position with more positions. You lower your entry point or your risk by DCAing. Why would they do anything different? I don't know. Someone explain to me. Why? Why would they do anything different? Why are you guys being shook out of your positions? I'm not even going to go into TA stuff. I'll go in briefly about what I'm seeing. Let's do it real quick. But I think honestly, the topic that should be discussed right now is what the heck are you guys doing? Forget TA and all that stuff. It doesn't really matter. What are you guys doing? Why are you guys being shook out? But let's go into TA real quick because I know you guys are waiting for that. I should shut my mouth and stop preaching to you guys or lecturing you guys. I'm not. I don't mean to. Please don't take offense. That is really important stuff for you guys to hear. People need to be firm about what's really happening. That's what's really happening. Don't let anybody tell you anything different, guys. Let's go to the TA, though. As you guys can see, we are still within this big falling, descending wedge pattern. This is a bullish pattern. By the way, we entered the pattern, guys. So we have a lot more time for this pattern to play out here. If I take out my measuring stick, you can see from where we are now to the end of this pattern, we have 16 more days for this pattern to play out before we break out of it to the upside. The probability of us breaking out to the upside is much higher when you enter into these falling wedges like we did. So there's that TA. Then we had this smaller sub pattern within the wedge pattern, just that was recently broken because of the grayscale news and FUD, with you retail investors selling off your positions. Damn, I don't know why you're doing that. But again, you can see that this trend line was holding up within the bigger wedge pattern, giving us a basic triangle pattern here. We were, technically, if you want to say we came in to the pattern to the upside, so that means we should technically have left the pattern to the upside, but we're dealing with outside forces, right? The TA all screams for higher price points. We're in major oversell territory, guys. On the 4-hour time frame, we're down below on the RSIs, still pointing downwards, but we're below the 10. We're getting below the 60 on the anchor waves here on Market Cipher B, guys. Way oversold, guys. Even if we go to the daily, I want to remind you guys here on the daily. Let me zoom in for you guys so you guys can see a little bit better here, guys. The daily, we're getting really big anchor waves on the daily, real deep on the anchor waves as well. RSIs are starting to flatten out, guys. Here, let me just show you guys real quick. Look at how many times the daily, when it prints deep anchor waves, not so much here, but deep anchor waves here. Let me go all the way back here. The last time we got a really deep one. Look how much to the upside we ran up after that. We don't get these deep signals like we normally do on the lower time frames for the daily time frames often. Don't treat them lightly. Don't ignore them, guys. They're there. Look at that. I'm thinking this is getting to be looking real juicy, guys. Real juicy. Not financial advice. Just showing you guys what I'm seeing. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're seeing here, guys. This might actually, in the short to near future, over the next 48 hours, I think we do find some support, come back into this smaller wedge pattern, go and play it out before busting to the upside. Again, if that doesn't play out, we'll just kind of range here before eventually busting to the upside, getting through all of this FUD in the market, guys. Eventually, you guys are going to see the selling pressure is going to get exhausted eventually, guys. It is what it is, guys. It is. I've spent a lot of time just ranting to you guys about that, but let's move on over to ETH. ETH looking very similar. Of course, we are seeing some sell pressure just like Bitcoin, guys. Everything what I just said for Bitcoin is going to be the same thing for ETH, guys. I'm super bullish on ETH, guys. I'm just DCAing these dips too. You guys don't let this opportunity pass you by. It's all about perspective, guys. Do you perceive this as an opportunity or do you perceive this as a horrible time? You guys got to know. The money is made in the consolidation phase. The money is made in the bear markets. Whatever you want to call this, the money is made low, not high. Stack them chips, baby. This is a juicy opportunity. I'm licking my lips just thinking about it, guys. Let it go down further. I'll buy these dips. Scarcity is happening for Ethereum. Less and less Ethereum's on the markets. Burning mechanism is coming with ETH 2.0, guys. Mass adoption use case for Ethereum is everywhere. Don't ignore the information in front of you from the noise that you're hearing. Don't. Going into ADA, much like Ethereum, guys, we had this sub pattern within the bigger wedge pattern. It's playing out. This is great levels to buy. I'm buying it. Let it come. I'm buying it, guys. If you sell it, people like myself will buy it. That's all you're doing is you're just selling away your positions. Let's look at the daily here. I didn't do this. I should do this for ETH too. Daily for ADA looking juicy as can be, guys. Every single time you get a daily that deep below the 60 line, guys. Look, boom. You're gonna ignore what's in front of you. You're gonna ignore what's in front of you for the noise that you're hearing. I'm not. Look at ETH. Look at ETH getting deeper and deeper, guys. I'm waiting for ETH to get something like this, actually, to be honest with you. But look at ETH, guys. Don't ignore what's in front of you. Do actual TA. Don't listen to the noise. Do your own homework. Anyway, guys, that's what I'm seeing in the charts, guys. I'm not even going to go into any Bitcoin news or anything like that. I've been pulling your ear long enough. I'm really grateful for anybody that's actually sat through that and listened to my whole rant, guys. I think it's important. I'm getting real passionate. It's because I want people to win. Don't be shook out. You're the little man. The big man don't want you to eat. You're invited to this table, but they never had any intention for you to eat. That's what's happening right now. You're being shook out of your invitation to the table. They're throwing your plate in the trash. You're throwing your own plate in the trash, to be honest with you. Don't do it. If you can wait out the volatility, if you can wait out the noise, if you can hold, I would definitely suggest holding. Not financial advice, just what I'm doing. I hope you guys are blessed. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are just reconfirmed by this message and more empowered by this message. Be blessed, guys. Be blessed. Peace.